everybody, I'm Philip Frederick Jordan and I'm back again for the third session of English language. I hope you enjoyed the first and the second session of English language, and this I'm going to do to just remove the confusion of a number of people. The last session I did was verbs and tenses, showing you how it is the same thing, and in this session I'm going to bring another part of speech in, which is the nouns. I'll bring in the nouns and I'll put it together, showing you that it is still the same. But mind you, not all nouns come in as verbs and tenses. Not all nouns come in as verbs and tenses. Alright, but there's a few, there are hundreds of them that come in together as nouns, verbs and tenses. But I'm just giving you a few so that you can, I want to remove the confusion of a number of children who I find it difficult to learn. I hope you enjoyed this session as well, and please subscribe so that I can go back to the next one. I'll read out the nouns: pet, bark, fly, saw, play, fire, switch, building, sink, pant. These are my nouns. Alright? And all these nouns can also be used as verbs and at the same time tenses. I've given you example. There's an example here. Alright? You see the first example, which is one here. Use a lock to lock the door. Right? Now this lock is a noun. Because I'm asking you to use a lock to lock the door. So this lock, the first lock, is a noun, and to lock the door, this is the verb. You see the difference? Right? And at the same time, to lock the door is in the present tense. So this can also be considered as in the present tense. So you see the same word coming in at different places in the sentence can mean differently. Use a lock to lock the door. Alright? Now see, the first one I have here is pet. And I'm going to use the second sentence so that you understand how we change it. Michael pets his pet. Now the word pet is putting his hand on the dog and patting him. Okay, he pets his pet. So the first pet here is the verb. And the second pet here is the noun. You see the difference? And at the same time, this verb is also the tense. It's in the present tense. So I hope you are finding it easy. You understand this. Not all nouns come in as verbs and tenses. Not all. But there are hundreds of them who come in all at the same time. And mind you, it's the placement of the verbs which will identify each part of speech. Okay, so if I say fly, fly is an insect. At the same time, plane flies. So the action being done, and one is an insect. If I say saw, saw is an instrument, a tool for a carpenter. And the other saw is seeing something. Play. Now when I'm doing an act, it's called a play, a role play. And playing is an action verb. Fire. I fire him for not doing, I'll fire him for not doing his work. So that is an action there. And the house is on fire is the noun. Switch. We switch on the fan. So we're switching on the fan, we are doing an action. And you say the switch is broken. So that's a noun. Building, obviously, whether it's complete or not complete, we call it a building. So building is a noun. At the same time, when you're building it, it's a verb. Sink. Either you float on the water or you sink in the water. When you're sinking in the water, it is a verb. Something is happening. Okay? And over there, the second sink is you keep the utensils in the kitchen sink. That becomes a noun. And pants, P-A-N-T-S. We all wear pants. Now, pants is part of our clothing. But at the same time, this pant, part of our clothing, is a noun. But at the same time, when we talk about pants, we say the dog pants during the warm season. Okay, that is summer season. That is heavy breathing of the dog. There's an action being done. So you see, gentlemen, these are all nouns. At the same time, we use them as verbs, and also they come in as tenses. So I expect the children who watch this video to understand that many of the nouns come in as nouns, verbs and tenses. Do not confuse yourself. Not all of them come in as all three, but just a few of them, a few hundreds of them come in as nouns, verbs and tenses. It is the placement of the nouns that identify itself as a noun or a verb, a tense. Now, my dear friends, I have a small list of words here which sound the same but are totally different. And these words cannot be used like this, as a noun, as a verb, and as a tense. Okay, I've got S-E-A, a noun, S-E-E, an action, B-L-E-W, an action, B-L-U-E, a color, M-A-I-L, a male, and M-A-L-E, a gender, H-E-A-R. You hear something, listen to something in H-E-R-E, place. You see, they sound the same, but they are totally different. Now, I cannot use these words in sentences like this. These will not be appropriate. So do not confuse yourself. Like I had said at the beginning, that not all nouns can come in like verbs and tenses. So I hope you like this video of mine. I would like you to press the like button and please subscribe to the channel so I could get back to the next one. Thank you so much.